Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and GodTube, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
An 11-year-old girl gets a new heart and is finally able to go home. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. An 11-year-old girl in Ohio finally got the news that she's been waiting for forever. After a lifelong battle with heart defects, Ava Cooper is happy to finally be out of the hospital and in her home with her parents, with a new heart thumping in her chest. Ava has had multiple heart surgeries since she was 6 years old and has been waiting 215 days since her heart started failing to get a new heart. She was in the hospital with her mom, Jamie, when she broke the news to her dad, Sean, on video call. "Daddy, I'm getting a new heart," Ava told him in the video. While Ava's mom happily sobbed nearby, her dad, shocked, said, "Are you serious? Oh my goodness, Ava. I was so excited, I couldn't believe it was actually happening," Ava said. Sean said the hospital had become our second home, so hearing Ava say those words, "I'm getting a heart," was overwhelming. After everything she'd been through, we were finally one step closer to coming home for good. Ava was born with multiple heart defects and had 4 surgeries before she turned 5. After she was born, Ava had to be immediately flown to another hospital. "I didn't even get a chance to spend time with her," said Jamie. Ava's heart was working fine from ages 5 to 10 when her heart started failing. Ava started getting sick. "I was noticing her waking up with facial swelling, not able to lay flat all the way, having a hard time breathing. Her doctors at the time determined she was in heart failure," said Jamie. "We did a complete workup to try and see if there was anything else that we could do to save her heart. We realized doing more surgeries on her current heart was not going to make her better for the long term, and our goal is to give her the best long-term quality of life. Getting Ava a heart transplant was her best option," says Dr. Madeline Townsend. For 215 days, Ava had needed oxygen, a Berlin heart, and a feeding tube. Through it all, we had Sunday dinners, threw a birthday party for Ava's sister in her hospital room, and even brought up presents to open on Christmas morning. We were still trying to find ways to create memories together, said Jamie. Around the time she and her father would usually go to a father-daughter dance, her parents and the Cleveland Clinic Catalyst grant recreated a dance setting in her hospital room, full of streamers and twinkling lights. "Even though I had to miss the father-daughter dance at my school, this was super magical and cool. I got to dance with my dad to all my favorite songs," said Ava. Sean said, "It's now one of my best memories I have with Ava, and I'm incredibly grateful to everyone who came together to make it possible." Before Ava video called her dad, Dr. Townsend whispered the news in her ear. "I whispered it to Ava because I really wanted her to be the one to tell her parents. Getting to see Ava smile that day is one of the best parts of my job," said Dr. Townsend. Ava had the 14-hour surgery the next day. Suffering from severe heart failure, we know Ava's transplant would give her a new lease on life. Innovations in the pediatric transplant field have significantly improved patient outcomes, as well as the longevity of transplanted hearts and other organs, said heart surgeon Ani Nam. She was so excited to be back in her own bedroom and be able to see her dog, Rocky, again. Ava's recovering as expected, and she's getting stronger every day after her heart transplant. Ava has the second shot at life because a family in their worst moment said yes to organ donation, said Dr. Townsend. "Even though I missed my whole 4th grade class, I'm excited to be able to see my friends, go on field trips, and do art projects again," said Ava. "To have her be here in our home where she belongs, recovering and healing and getting stronger every day and healthy, that is what's all worth it to me," said Jamie. "We can't even put into words how thankful we are to our donor family. They're the reason Ava is here today, and we're forever grateful," said Jamie. Ava has some advice for kids with long hospital stays. To other kids in the hospital, try to find ways to stay positive. Even though it's different than being at home, you can still do the things you enjoy. Try to make the most of every day. Well, great news for the family. This story is an excellent example of how a blessing, in this case a heart, can come out of a great loss.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
Brother Cousins Born to Identical Twins on the Very Same Day. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. Can you imagine a gift any sweeter than a family? Brother cousins were born to identical twins on the very same day. Rachel and Lindsay had been side by side their whole lives, from childhood dreams to college days, from choosing the same career path to raising families. Their hearts have always been in rhythm. And just when they thought life couldn't script a more miraculous story, God surprised them both on August 26th. Each gave birth to a son, just 12 hours apart. Rachel welcomed Hayes, and Lindsay delivered Owen. Both boys carry the middle name Michael, a tribute stitched into their beginnings. Because their moms are identical twins, these little ones are not just cousins, but brother cousins, a sweet reminder that God writes family stories more beautifully than we ever could. Lindsay's pregnancy itself felt like a miracle. After struggles with fertility, she had nearly given up hope. But at Christmas, the test turned positive. I thought my story was over, Lindsay said, but God wasn't finished yet. Isn't that just like him? When we feel the thread has snapped, he ties it into something new. Family is his first gift to us. He surrounds us with people who carry our stories when we're too weary to remember, who hold us steady when loss threatens to undo us. Rachel's family grieved the passing of her mother-in-law not too long before the boys' births, making this new life all the more precious. And cousins, oh, what a gift cousins are. They're the ones who share your inside jokes at family gatherings, who grow with you like branches off the same tree. For Rachel and Lindsay, these boys will grow side by side, woven into a legacy of laughter, faith, and love. Dear friend, maybe today you're holding close the ones God has given you. Sisters, cousins, children, grandchildren. Maybe you're remembering someone you've lost. In all of it, know this. Every bond is his kindness. Every family tie is his reminder that we are never alone. As Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. Sometimes that brother looks like a cousin, a sister, or a twin. Always it looks like grace.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
No matter what you're going through, you are not alone. Sis, if you've experienced pain in your father-daughter relationship, I want you to know that you are loved and seen. I'm Kia Stevens, host of the Hope for Women with Father Wounds podcast, and I created my show to help you exchange your father wounds for the love of God the Father. Join me for encouragement, wisdom, and scripture. Just search Hope for Women with Father Wounds on lifeaudio.com or wherever you get your podcast.